Okay, so let's start with conditional formatting. So, what is conditional formatting? So, as the name suggests, if we do formatting with some condition, that is conditional formatting. So, let's do it. So, if first we will select the column in which we want to do the conditional formatting. So, I'm selecting this area. Here, I want to do the conditional formatting. If I'll go there, then I'll go to highlight cell rules. Here you can see I have many options. If I go to greater than, if I write I want to color everything that are greater than 60. So what color I want to give, either I can suggest select from there, or I can custom format. So I want to give it a color green. So now here also you can see all the numbers that are greater than 60 are colored green. Okay. If I want to remove that formatting, just go there, go to clear rules. Either you can clear the rules from the entire cell or from the entire sheet. So I want to remove the rule from the entire sheet. Okay. Then again, similarly, we have a less than option. I want to color all the numbers that are less than 60. And I want to give them a color yellow. If I do okay, now you can see all the numbers that are less than 60 are colored yellow. Do it. To remove it, go to the same thing, clear rule from the selected cell. Then we have between, if I want to color something between some numbers. So I want to color between 20 and 60. And I want them to give a color this. Now you can see the numbers between 20 and 60 are colored green. To remove it, do the same thing, clear rule, clear from the selected cell or the entire sheet according to our need. Then we have equal to. If I want to color something that is equal to, I want to color something that is equal to uh, mm, 50. And I want to give it a color. I just want to change the font, want to change the color of the font. So we can do that also. So just go here, choose the color of the font you want to do it. So I want to give it a purple. Okay. So 50 will be, the font of 50 will become purple. Here you can see it's not that visible, but I think you guys will be able to see it. So to clear it, select the cell, go clear rule, clear from the selected cell or from the entire sheet according to your choice. Then we have text that contain. So if I want to color the text that uh contain A in their name, if I want that, I want to color all those names that have A in their names. So I can do that also. Or if I write the full name, then also it can be happen. So all the numbers that have A in their name are colored blue. So I'm removing that. And then we have a date occurring. So I'm selecting my date column so that I can tell you that. So in date occurring, we have, so if I want to color yesterday's date, tomorrow's date, today's date, or in last 7. So what I want is, I want to color this week dates, and I want them to give a color this. Here you can see this week dates are colored yellow. Explore it yourself. If you have any problem, you can ask me. So, okay. So if we have some duplicate value here, it's a small data set. So now you can be able to see that in this data set, Durgesh is repeated twice, but with the help of conditional formatting also you can have it. So I want to color the duplicate value. I want to know whether we have a duplicate or not. So I want to give it a color blue. So the duplicate value will become blue, as you can see that. But Durgesh is repeating twice. So I want to clear the rule. I can color the unique value also. How can I do it? In the duplicate only, in the drag down, we have a column unique. So I want to color all the unique values. I can do that also. All the unique values will be colored. So I'm removing it. Okay, then we have top bottom rules in conditional formatting. So I'm selecting this. So what I want is, so if I want to color top 10 or like I want to color top, I can adjust the number here. You can see up down option. So if I want to color top two items, give the color you want to give using custom format. So the top two items will be colored with the color that I have given. That's what top 10 does. Similarly, we have top 10%. It will color the top 10% in that selected column. So let's do that also. So I want to color, you can adjust the number according to you. I want to color top 20%. So our top 20% is, let's see what our top 20% is. So our 20% is 100 only. Clear the rule. And similarly, we have bottom 10 items. Does the same. I want bottom one item or I want bottom five items. I can do that. Custom the format you want to do it. I'm not customing it right now. Clear the rule according to your choice. And then similarly, we have bottom 10%. If I want to color above average, then we can do that also. So all the columns that are above average will be colored green. And if I want bottom average, I can do that also. I want red only. So bottom average will be colored red. So I'm clearing the rule from the entire sheet. Then we have data bars. So these are data bars. They are used for data visualization. So it's easy for us to visualize. As you can see, if I change some number, data bars will also be changed. So I'm changing this number to 40. So you can see data bar will be changed. And then we have many type of it. We have gradient fill. Uh, Let me select that area. So we have gradient fill and solid fill. You can do any of your choice. And then we have color scale also. You might have seen them when you see the temperature. Let me clear the rule so that you can see it clearly. So these are color bars. You have many type of color bars. And then we have icon set. So I'm using simple icon set. By using that, I'll tell you how to do sorting with the help of icon set. So go on data, you get the option of sort here, and I want to expand the selection. So I want to sort with the help of which column? Max column. And I want to sort with the help of conditional formatting icon bars. You can see that these are conditional formatting icon bar that we have given just now. So what I want in the top, I want to have yellow. Now you can see on the top I'll get yellow. So that's how we can do sorting with the help of icon bars. So let me tell you how to make a drop down list and how to do formatting with help of it. So let me clear the rule first. So to create a drop down list, first I need to go to the data validation. I'm not explaining data validation that much. In upcoming lectures, you will get to know about it more clearly. Right now, I just told you how to create a drop down with the help of data validation. So what I want to create a list. So source, what source I want to have? I want to have the source of my marks. So I'm writing OK. So here you can see that I got a drop down. So I'm selecting 40 here. Okay. So I'll go to home. So I want to do conditional formatting with the help of my drop down in my marks column. So I'll select my column, go to highlight cell rules, go to text that contain. So what that contain? It should contain the value in this. So I'll put and what color I want to give. I want it to get a color. I want it to get a color blue. Okay. So now you can see 40 is colored blue. If I want to change it, I can change it. I want to color 100 or I want to color 50. I can do uh, conditional formatting with the help of data validation also in this way. So I think this much is clear to you. That's all about conditional formatting. Let me tell you one more thing about it. So I'm selecting all these cells. What I want is I want to color every second row. So how I can do it? I just go to manage cell rules and I can go to the new rules. Here also I can go to the new rule, or what I can do is here simply you get the option of new rules. So I want to use a formula. So what I want to color every second row. So how I will color it? So I'm using a formula called mod. So what mod does? Mod gives us remainder. So if my row is divisible by 2, so what remainder should I get? I want a remainder 0. So if my row is divisible by 2 and it will get a remainder 0, then I want to give it a formatting of yellow color. So now you can see my every second row will be colored yellow. Let me explain it again what we do. So mod help us to give the remainder. So if I divide 4 by 2, what remainder I'll get? I'll get the remainder 0, right? If I divide 5 by 2, what remainder I'll get? 1. So those who have the remainder 0 by dividing it with 2, they should be colored by my choice. That's what I did. I think it's clear. If I want to do some changes, like for example, I have to color third row. By mistake, I have written 2 here. So I can go to manage rule and can go to edit rule and can write edit in my rule. So what I want to divide every third row, not second. I just write it by mistake. I can do that. And now you can see every third row will be colored yellow. So that's all about conditional formatting. Let's move forward to flash fills and autofill. So what flash fill will do? Let me copy these names and I'm pasting it here. So I just want the value. So I'm pasting it here. So I have pasted these values here. So I'm writing some last name here, like random last name, not that. Um, so then uh, so I've written some last name here. This is my first name column, and this is my last name column. So what I want is I want to combine them. So I'm combining them. Yadav, moving down. So now you can see I got these things, right? If I press the enter button, you can see everything will be filled. So what is happening here? So flash fill is happening here. How it is happening? So it is happening because what flash fill does, flash fill will see my corresponding rows and will see what pattern I am doing. So it will see my corresponding row, first name and last name, and it will see the pattern. It will see that I am combining these two things together. So it will do the same. Okay. And you can get the flash fill through here also. You get like undo flash fill if I want to undo it. So if I do it like manually, I'll just drag it down. And right now you can see I'm not getting my answer as I wanted to. So I'll just go to flash fill. So it will flash fill my things. So what flash fill will do, flash fill will see my corresponding row, that is my first name and my last name, and then see the pattern that I am following. So what pattern I am doing, I'm just combining these two names together. So it will see my pattern and do in the way it will detect. I think you guys will get it. So let's move toward autofill. So what autofill does, for example, uh, if I want to fill, so if I fill 1, 2 again and again, like if I fill 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to fill till 20 or fill till 100, it will be very difficult for me to do so, right? It will take a lot of time. So what I can do is I can just go at the end, then you get a plus option, just drag it down. So if how many numbers I can get that easily. That is what autofill is. Similarly, we can write month's name also. You can write full month's name also, like full spelling of January, February, or small. So it will detect it and will fill in the same way. Same day's name also we can do. Just it will detect it and fill in the same way. You can even write dates. Like if I write date 02 2024 and I want to fill dates. So I'll just go there, go at the and drag it down. You can see I get the series of the dates. And if I want to fill full name, Sunday, Monday, I can do that also. Just drag it down and you can get it. Then you also, if you don't want to fill like I just want 1 2 1 2 repeated. I don't want 1 2 3 4. I just want to repeat 1 2 1 2 again and again. How can I do it? If I drag it, you can see I got a series. But what I want, I just want to copy the cell. I just go there and click on the copy cell. That's how I can get 1 2 1 2. I think these things are clear. I think flash fill, autofill, and copying the cell is clear to everybody. So then we move towards some arithmetic operators. So what are arithmetic operator? So in Excel also we have some simple arithmetic operator like plus, minus, division, multiply, division, oh, divi Uh, Excuse me. So what? Multiplication. Then we have it for division also. And then we have a power symbol too. So how we will use it? Let us do it. If I want to sum two things, I can do with the help of plus symbol. So I want to plus 1 by 3, I get 4. If I want to subtract something, I can do that also. I get 2 here. If I want to multiply something, I can do that. If I want to give the power, 2's power 4 is 16. If I want to divide something, I want to divide 12 with 2. I can have that also. That are what arithmetic operators are. Then we have some simple formulas like sum. Then we have average, count, median, max, and min. So what sum is used for? So sum is used to give me the sum. For example, let me write some digits here first. So I'm writing some random digits. Take 20. So I'm using autofill here. You can see. You can also fill the pattern with the help of autofill. So I'm using sum. So what I want is I want the sum of all these numbers. So I can go here. I'll just use sum and just select the columns of which I want to have the sum. Select the digits of which I want to have the sum. Similarly, we have average. Just select the numbers of which you want to have the average of, or you can write it yourself too. Similarly, we have count. I want to count these numbers. Then we have median. I want to have the median of all these numbers. I want to know which of them is the largest. So I am using max function. I get the maximum value. Similarly, we have a min, which will give the opposite of max, that is the minimum value in my array. So I think these things are clear to you. So let's move forward to something. So what I want is I want all these numbers to be divisible by 240. I want all these number. What I want is I want all these number like I want this to be divisible by 240. So what it is? It is this. Okay. So that's what I want here. So how I can do it? So I'm using an arithmetic operator. So I'm selecting this and it should be divisible by this. So here you can see I'll get it. But if I drag it down, you can see I'm getting a division error. Why am I getting a division error? Let's see. Here that our row here we have a cell name. You can see we have J28 and J41, right? And here you can see one column is moving down. Here we got J29 and here we got J42. What I want here is I want it to be divisible by J41 only, right? Because here we have an empty column. I don't want it. I want to freeze my row. So what I can do is to freeze my row, I just can put the dollar symbol before it. That's it. When you freeze something, you just need to put the dollar symbol. So if I drag it down now, so now you can see here we have J43. My rows are moving downward. I don't want it. So if I drag it down, you can see now my this thing, my rows are not moving down here because I have just fixed it. I think it's clear. So we can either fix our row. So as you can see, we have fixed, we have a column named A1. So if I want to fix a row, just put dollar in front of my row. It fixes row. If you put dollar in front of row, then it fixes row. If you put dollar in front of your column, then it fixes column. Fix column. That means my column will not uh, change. And if I fix both of these, like if I fix my column as well as my row, that means I'll fix, uh, that means both fix, both fix. My column as well my row, both are fixed. I think it's clear to you. Let's do some examples so you'll get it better. So, for example, I'm writing 12, 34, 56. I want all these number multiply by um multiply by so let's do here multiply by 7. So how can I do it? I'll just put here and then I'll put the symbol with the help of which we do a multiply, and I'll use it. So similarly, if we drag down, double click it, you can see I'm getting 0. Why am I getting 0? Because here instead of J48, I'm getting J49. I only want J48. So what I can do is I can just fix my row, and that's how I can fix my wrong answers. Okay. So let me give an example in which we have to fix a column. So I'm writing 12, 34, and 56. I want them to be multiplied with 7. Same question. So choose this, then it should be multiplied by this. Enter. Drag it sideways. You can see I'm getting 0. Cause you can see here we have K51. Here it will become L51. I don't want it. I want K51 only. I want this to be go forward, but I don't want my 7 to move. I don't want my 7 column to be moved. So what I can do is I can just fix my column. So now my column will be fixed. If I'll drag it sideways, now you can see that's how I'll get my correct answer. I think fixing is clear to everyone. So, okay, so that's all for this lecture. I hope it's clear to everyone. If you guys still face any problem, do ask me in the group or in the comment section. Thank you.